So I'm sure some of you guys have heard about how the CEO of Roblox, David Baszucki, is considering turning the game into a dating site, which sounds crazy already, especially since the game outlaws online dating. Like, that's e-dating is prohibited. I mean, it's a good thing. Like, such devious deeds, they should be condemned, they should not be endorsed, and they're very strict on that, which is a good thing. But the fact that they're just doing a 180 on this is pretty crazy. And what's even more crazy is the fact that it's a game mostly played by kids. I mean, adults do play it, but it's mostly young children on their tablet. Like, what is he thinking? Now, he did mention how he wants to, install regulations, but knowing Roblox's history with predators, it's just not a good look, and there's going to be a lot of doubts whether they can actually implement safety features, Another problem is kids can bypass some of these. Like, some of it requires your parents' ID, but kids already do that with their credit cards and stuff like that. And it's just a bad marketing stunt. Like, if parents find out that the game their kids play is being turned into a dating site, it's just straight out creepy. I think this will also play into significant marketing. This will definitely significantly change marketing in the future. And I'll get into that later. But for now, let's just read what some of his reasons behind this are. Baszucki says, quote, "Thousands of adults will meet for the first time in Roblox dating experiences and subsequently form real-life relationships," end quote. I think a lot of people who are too afraid to go on a real-life date might find it easier to start a virtual date to start, and then they connect, move to the physical world. That's just ridiculously insane. Because if you're meeting people on Roblox, I mean, if you're falling head over heels with another person who looks like this, there's something seriously wrong with you, and you just want to stay as far away from a person like that as possible. So the only thing that's going to help is, like, creeps who are attracted to each other. Like, that's the only difference this will make. And otherwise, it's just going to be weird. Like, I just don't even understand what his thought process is. I mean, it's a game mostly played by children. I don't know how he can defend this. Then he goes on to say how, I think of Roblox as a pattern to help loneliness and bring connection. Can we do this in a way that is more civil and higher quality than any other company would? Bro, there's Tinder, there's so many other dating sites. No, I don't even care how many policies they'll implement in order to protect children. It's not a good idea. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible idea. Then the thing is, as I said earlier, if you're finding love on a kid's game, that's already questionable enough. The only person who you're going to fall in love with is another creep. It's not going to end well. This is degenerate. But to think this is normal or okay is just disgusting. I mean, it's a kid's game. Once again, look, doing this on any video game would be weird in itself, but on Roblox is something that I want to talk about now. So if Roblox, which is an extremely successful game, I mean, it's made billions of dollars in sales, not in terms of, game sales, but in terms of people buying Robux and in-game products, it's doing a great job. Kids like it. Kids find it fun. If a company that knows what it's doing is even considering it. Now, this could fail, and hopefully it does. Hopefully they just scrap this idea. It's not like adults are a significant portion of the player base. It's not like that at all. But not only are they catering to adults, they're catering to terminally online adults who are desperate enough to date on a kids game. And Roblox is nowhere near desperate. But it seems like a desperate move, does it not? If they're willing to do something like that, I just don't see why other companies won't do that, and we already see something like that. We see an increasing amount of adults consume children's media, children's content, children's toys, children's products overall. In a world where kids don't have many options, they don't have many choices, they're increasingly getting pushed out by adults. So we see that companies that cater to children are increasingly focusing on adults and on what adults want. And Roblox is just a perfect example of that. It really bothers me. And I just really get the sense that this is going to get worse. And I mentioned that in a few videos, my Labubu video, how people are just going crazy over kid products. And I just don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's safe. I don't see how this can get any better. Now, hopefully Roblox does throw this idea in the garbage. It's already shameful that they're willing to even conceive of such an idea, let alone publicly announce it. But I hope you guys can understand my point of view. And plenty of people are, condemning this. They think it's creepy. They think it's weird. They think it's wrong, and it should be condemned. But the fact that this is actually happening, the fact that Roblox is willing to risk this kind of maneuver, just shows how prominent this trend really is. So I want to thank you for watching, and I hope all of you have a fantastic day. See this? See this? Yeah. You see this? Yeah. Hit it. I said hit it. I said hit it. I said do it!